onset, I'd like to thank ILETS for organizing this conclave and getting people together. As far as envisioning what would be the strategies for future in higher education, there are some thoughts which are harsh, but we'll have to face it. One is there will be a death of classroom. Classrooms may not exist in near future. The chances are comparatively less. Why? Because of digital learning. I think so. ILETS has a digital learning magazine, and most of the things are available online. And you have the best of the professors all around the world who are available online at any moment of time. So the classroom may get an RIP, and we will have to think on something which is totally different. So what is going to happen to the campuses? The campuses would be places where the teachers would be mentors. They'll come down with students with a specific problem which is directly related to the happenings in and around them, and also with the national and world requirement. Take an example of today of Maharashtra. Drought is the main problem. But tell me how many higher education institutions think of drought? How to handle groundwater, how to handle water management, nothing is thought of. We have different courses at different places, but very little is thought about in that particular process. The main purpose of higher education is to impart knowledge which will be useful to the society. And that's clearly mentioned in the program outcomes which are being given by the accreditation bodies. The main outcomes are applying knowledge, analyzing a problem, investigating a problem, designing a solution to that problem, using whatever modern tools they have studied. And this cannot happen in the normal classroom which we are getting on, because we have done it for the ages. Earlier, there was no other alternative but to get on to the classroom, but now it's not possible, necessary. I can talk to any of the person, maybe in other countries, and get to a solution for it. But this aspect needs to be taken care of, and when we work on a particular problem, and if you consider from outcomes point of view, we consider environment and society, the ethics part of it, we also consider using the teamwork and leadership. Similarly, the most important part, if you see, is communication, which most of you who might have seen Amir Khan's Pani Foundation, wherein you'll be finding that to educate people, he is using the same technique which our digital part has been using. So from that point of view, you'll be finding that most of the time, there is a gradual shift from a normal classroom teaching to digital learning. And if you see the heads of any of the recipes which are created by some of the best cooks, you'll be finding that there are millions of heads. Now in kitchen, earlier it was all dependent on the person to check what her mother or maybe his mother used to tell. Now it's not necessary. You just hook onto the YouTube, get to know the recipe, and you have tens and thousands of methods to get on. And that's the same thing which my colleagues are doing in the US. When they go from here, they tell, "Mommy, don't worry, everything is there on YouTube. You want basin, I'll do it, no problems." And they do the same thing by pausing the video and doing it practically. So this is the future, and from that point of view, we need to change our total educational pattern, and we take specific problems directly related to the society and work on. If we do that, then naturally our faculty members would turn out to be mentors, and they would help the students to attain something totally new. And every institution would turn out to be part of an industry which will be giving ideas to the major industry, and the major industry would be producing things, not the other way around, which normally we talk about, that industry should tell, but it should be a place where learning and knowledge is developed. all higher education main purpose is to develop knowledge or create knowledge. We forget that. Basically, if we try and create knowledge, then automatically you'll be finding that our purpose of having higher education would be solved. And unfortunately, if you see now, there is less of interest because we are in the cocoons of our departments. The geologist department cannot talk to the economist, economist cannot talk to the sociologist, sociologist cannot talk to the engineering, engineering cannot talk to the other part. And those poor IAS officers try to grab all together and try to solve a problem which is there in the rural area, but we never come together. It's high time we change that. And we come down so that we can serve the society and give the best solutions. With these few words, I thank and pass on.